So now we're into the long-term gains, and these channels, they take more time to have an effect. And I personally am all about building relationships. So everything that I do online is about building genuine relationships with people, getting to actually know who they are, having conversations with them that aren't about my product or their product, just like how are things going in general, talk about their pet, whatever it is. You just get to know them like a friend. And there's lots of communities that SaaS people can join for building these kinds of relationships that I've listed here, and we'll release the slide deck for everybody to be able to access these links. Ladies in SaaS is awesome. Everybody knows SaaS Growth Hacks by Aaron. SaaS Revolution. Startup Product Launches is one of my groups, and what we try to do in there is help people during pre-launch. So if you need help with your value proposition, your landing page, your language, just any kind of help that you need well before leading up to launch, that's where we really like to help people. We're not really about just drop your product hunt link and go kind of stuff. Like, I want to know you and what your product does and like what you're about and how we can truly help you, because getting us to help you in a way that can really help you get upvotes on Product Hunt by just changing your value proposition or just the language you're using is so much more authentic and real than just saying, hey, here's my Product Hunt page and maybe I'll get a few upvotes. But like, if you've got the right value prop and the right landing page, you're going to get a lot more upvotes than if you didn't. And I see that so much. I see people submit their Product Hunt landing page to me on my website, and their value proposition, I have no idea what their product does. Like, it's something that comes up a lot. So join our group if you need help with that. There's a copywriter club, and I write about the copywriter club quite a bit in my community newsletter that goes out on Sundays, because it is an example of how to run an awesome Facebook community. It is just so good. So if you're a copywriter, definitely join that. There's the Human Strike Back by Hotjar. It's a brand new community. It's all about H2H, or human to human, and putting people first. It's really cool. There's Tech Ladies, Traffic and Copy. We Optimize is Talia Wolf's new group. Word Workers is one of Joanna Weeb's group. So there's all kinds of other groups too. If you just go on Facebook and LinkedIn and you put SaaS, you'll find all kinds of stuff. And then you've got communities to distribute content, which you'll still want to be an active member and build relationships within these communities. So we're talking about Zest. On Product Hunt, you can submit ebooks, Growth Hackers, Inbound, Hacker News, Reddit, SaaS.community. BizSugar I haven't used, but I've seen it come up a couple of times, so I thought I would put it in there. You can also start your own community, like Product Pad did. And I love this quote from their article: 99% of our cancellations are coming from customers who weren't a part of our community. And so what they did was start a Slack community where they could get that customer feedback that I was talking about earlier and have these real conversations with their users and work on the product together, essentially. And there's also, of course, the App Store, Google Play, SEO and inbound marketing, podcasts, email marketing, and newsletters. And newsletters can be so cool. You can have really personable conversations with your users. It doesn't have to be, hey, here's some quick links, or hey, this is the latest article we wrote, but like actually talk to them about your process and like everything that you're working on and what your team is doing and things that you're learning together, and actually let people get to know the people behind the team. And of course, there's viral loops and building virality into the product, like the Dropbox example that comes up quite often. And you've got Medium, which is a good platform for distributing your content maybe after it's been up on your site for a little while. So maybe like a month later, you cross-post it on Medium. And some of my favorite publications for doing that are The Mission, Startup Grind, The Startup, Think Growth, and Hacker Noon. But there's also a list of top Medium publications in general, and some of them have hundreds of thousands of followers, as you see right here on the side. And so it's just another channel to get in front of an audience that you might not already be tapped into. We've also got Slack groups, and I found that Slack groups are really good for getting other people to promote content. So in one of my Slack groups, we've got a channel called Please Share This, and we share our tweets and LinkedIn posts and Facebook posts in there, and we go into each other's posts and help support each other to draw attention. We'll retweet or heart react or whatever it is to try to support each other, as long as that tweet or link or whatever is actually something that we would naturally retweet or like. And it's so valuable. It's so valuable to have a Slack group like that. And there's SlideShare, which I don't know. I had a conversation with Ross Simmons, who is like the SlideShare person, and he said it's not working as much lately for him. So I'm not sure how much time I would spend on that, but it's still worth checking out. And then integrations are such a great way to get in front of related audiences. You can integrate with tools like Intercom, Slack, Segment, Zapier. Then you've got newsletters. Instead of just advertising on them, you could submit your content to curators. An example of this is Mattermark Daily. They send out that curated content on a daily basis, especially of what's going on in Silicon Valley and venture capital kind of stuff. So if you write articles like that, just email them. Maybe you'll make it in there. And of course, social media and guest posting on sites like HubSpot and Moz, and revamping and repurposing older content into infographics, podcasts, short videos, whatever it is that you can do. You can always do version 2 of content. I wrote an article a while ago. It's like 40 newsletters for SaaS. And I'm going to do a version 2 soon because it really needs to be updated. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can do with your older content.